Okay guys, here we are again. I got my earmuffs on, obviously, my glasses so I don't get anything in my eye. I'll set you guys up so you can watch me cut that metal off. The back part I was talking about here along the seam. I decided to use a cutoff wheel in my grinder. I just threw a new cutoff wheel in there. I had at least one left. There might be another one over there, but that's the first one I found, so I'm assuming that might be my last. I don't know. So from there, just going to go ahead and see about going along here with grinder and just cutting this right off here so it's nice and even with that body line, or fairly even with the body line. Maybe not perfect, but relatively close. So guys, one word of caution. I mean, you guys probably know this, but I'm just speaking from experience as I've just acquired at the moment, and a few times in the past as well. Is that even though I'm wearing these glasses, it is still possible for something to get in behind them. And I just got hit up inside here on the side of my nose with a piece of hot metal, which is not a big deal, but it could have been in the eye, right? So the thing is, it's probably a good idea to wear the appropriate eye protection, not something like these. And these are not, I don't think these are shatterproof either. They're just cheap glasses. They're not shatterproof. So you get a pair of regular, legitimate protective eyewear. It's usually shatterproof as well. So it's just something to note. Try to make sure that you keep yourself safe. You don't want injuries from stuff like this to affect you in your daily life as you move on once this is done, or a project like this is done. So I've cut that off fairly flush. Now I'm going to see if I can take my hammer and shape it better to the body. Before I do though, I think I'll take my other grinder and with the sandpaper stuff on it and clean some of the paint off. This is pretty good shape here. I don't want to make a mess of it, but I do want to clean the paint off so I can just kind of tack weld maybe a spot or two there to make sure that's tight once it's in place. So yeah, clean the paint off here. Try to tack this up, tap this up in with the hammer so that it's relatively good fit. Might even have to use the torch maybe to heat it a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. That's a heavier metal. And once that's in place and some of the paint is gone, I'll go ahead and I'll do some spot welds, tick, 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 tick across there best I can, just to make sure it's relatively good. Then I'll put Bondo on just on that surface there. I won't Bondo all along down here. Maybe it's a slim skim or spots just to cover up some of these holes here. I do have a few holes. I might want to spot those in real quick with some fill. And like I said, on the inside, I'm going to put some foam anyway, so that'll help seal. So without further ado, I'm going to switch my grinders over now. Remove the one with the cutting stone and grab the one that has the sanding disc on it. Now this sanding disc is pretty rugged. This is not just a piece of sandpaper. It's actually pretty rugged. It's laminated layers of some form of sandpaper. I don't know how it's bonded onto the disc, but it is. And it seems to be pretty good for, this one's getting worn down quite a bit, but it still works pretty good for removing paint and cleaning up the edges of the metal when it's sharp. So I will switch over to that guy and give this a good going over, and I'll come back and show you what I've done. Or perhaps I'll just leave you on and let you watch. You might want to turn your volume down once again. It's going to be noisy. And also, if you're going to do this kind of thing, it's probably not a bad idea to have some kind of protection for your lungs. This is just dust and dirt and a little bit of debris, paint stuff flying off of here, but at the same time, it's probably not healthy to breathe it in, so it's a good idea to, you know, have at least a bare minimum protection of some sort. Paper mask, that's all I'm using right now. I do have a respirator type thing, but it's not comfortable and probably not required for this. Some may argue, but I'm just wearing, like I said, I'm just going to wear this guy. It should help out just enough. Okay, let's switch my plugs again. I just got the one extension cord, so I have to keep switching my plugs back and forth, which is not a big deal. Okay, let's see what we can do here.